just because I'm excited, I decided to do another topic for the night. I'm not going to do no more. I'm going to try not to. But I got a lot of shit to say. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. And I don't know. I'm just up. I'm amped. I'm ramped. And I want to talk. I got a lot of shit to say. So we're going to do another topic tonight. And we're going to do about long distance relationships. And like I'm talking about things that are in my mind right now. And I shout out to Melanie, which is still my co-host for the night. Say how you doing, Melanie?
Hello.
So what we're going to talk about is long distance relationships. And why I decided to talk about this is because, all right, this is like a true confessions thing. Like reality check is a real bitch talking real shit. So I'm gonna be real with it. There's this girl who I have had the hugest crush on for years. She and I are really good friends, but I have a huge, and she knows it. She knows it, and that's what eats my soul up, because this heifer knows it. I've had the biggest crush on her for years, and we're really good friends, but she unfortunately lives down south. But she has these long distance. I don't see how she does it, because fuck that shit. When I want my boo, I want my boo right next to me. You know what I mean? And she dates girls from. I'm not gonna say her name because she probably gonna cuss me. My phone is gonna blow up when she sees this video, because I'm gonna post it on YouTube. I'll be on Facebook. She lives down South Carolina, and she dates women who live all the way in New York. And you know, I just can't see how the hell I'm gonna date somebody all the way so I can get you to you within an hour. It ain't gonna pop off, because when I want my boo, I want my boo, and I just can't have you like every once a month, every 3 weeks. No, when I want my boo, I want my boo. Now Melanie, on the other hand, has dated a girl for almost a year in Chicago. Now, for you guys don't know who we are, we're on the East Coast. We reside in Delaware, and by the way, it's in Philadelphia. And she was dating a girl in fucking Chicago. I mean, shout out to Candace, because she's my nigga. Even though she's fucking psycho and crazy, that's my boo. She's still on my list, but shout out to Candace, who's in Chi-Town. You know what I mean? But they dated for a year while between Delaware and Chicago. And then Candace moved down here. Things happened. Candace moved back to Chicago. Whatever. But I can't personally do long distance relationships. Now, me and my friend from South Carolina, we've been phone buddies for years. Like, and that's my boo. You know what I'm saying? That's my boo. I fucks with her. You know what I mean? And I had to, like, I don't have a crush on her now like I did back then, but I had the biggest crush on her, and she did me dirty though. But I had the biggest, hugest crush on her. And when I was younger, I was like 21, 20. I was 21. Might have been 20. You know what I'm saying? She was still in college, and our phone conversations were great. I also just had, I was talking to this girl, and she lives in upstate New York. And it was still too far. I feel like the friction of us being so far apart from each other and us being two affectionate individuals, it was like we were seeking affection from other women and still trying to date each other. It just didn't work out. So, you know, we're no longer talking, or because she said she's still in love with her ex-girlfriend, which I believe is bullshit. It's just that she's a person who needs feelings right then and there. I can't see how Melanie and her girlfriend dated for a year and a half, almost a year, from Delaware to Chicago. But maybe, you know, how was that for you, Melanie? Like, for real, how was it really for you? Well, I know that, I'm going to keep it real, Melanie. You know I keep it real. Melanie did cheat on Candace. And I feel as though that's because Melanie is a person who likes affection. And being as though her girl was all the way in Chicago, it was kind of hard. But what do you think about that, Melanie?
Well, we was together for 3 months when I cheated on her. We was actually talking for like 2 months, and then she came down here for 11 days. Once she went back, I had to wait for 3 more months for her to come down here, and then she was down here for about a year and a half. So we was together for like 2 years and 3 months. But like that because I'm like, okay, yeah, she's from Chicago. Okay, yeah, she's saying whatever she's saying, but I'm like, I got other people talking in my ear, and I'm here, and I wanted somebody to hold me. I wanted somebody to be there.
And she likes to have sex.
You know, it happened at one time, but I feel like I was very disciplined for the type of the person that I was. So,
She was. Melanie
that
is.
one time was like good for her being in Chicago, and I never did it again after that.
She did.
So,
I did. That is true. I can't vouch for Melanie. Melanie was a serial dater at one point. Hell, I was too. But Melanie was a crucial serious dater where she didn't give a fuck about your feelings or whatever. So, for she did it one time, it was, what I'm saying, but it was still wrong. I believe it was still wrong. I don't condone cheating. I got hair in my mouth, y'all, excuse me. I don't condone cheating, but I just can't do a long distance relationship. It's like, because I'm a person, I don't know, maybe it's because my last 3 relationships I lived with my ex-girlfriends. I did. I lived with my, what?
I mean, I think, like, as far as the relationship with me and Candace, it wasn't that long. And plus, we seen each other, and then she decided to move here. But if y'all doing, like, long-distance relationships and y'all only do weekends or something like that, I can't do it. You know, it's either I'm going to come there or you're going to come here after a while. Like, past 6 months, it's no way. Like, I'm not going to be faithful. So if you're not moving here or I'm not moving there, there's no need for us to be together. That's why she came here. Because I wouldn't have took her seriously if she wouldn't moved here. When she moved here, it was fine. Other than that, I can't do long distance relationships with we're apart all the time. You just come for the weekend or every other weekend. That's ridiculous to me.
And, also I want to touch on this because shout out to my other sister, Tanil, because she is dating a gentleman who is in Iraq. And that is a hell of a long relationship, a long distance relationship. And, they talk via Skype or whatever the case may be, but it's so hard. He was stationed in Hawaii at one point, you know what I mean? But she did go visit him and stuff like that, but it wasn't as often, you know what I mean? And I don't care, I'm sorry. Reality is check. I like to fuck. And if I can't fuck you when I want to fuck you, then what's the fucking point of me being with you? Besides me loving you and all that other stuff. But when I want to have sex, I want to have sex. You know what I mean? And I expect my mate to be in driving distance within half an hour or laying in the bed next to me. When I want to roll over and get some, I want to roll over and get some. Or if I want to get in my car and go get some, I'm going to get in my car and go get some. And I don't got to spend 5 days getting to you driving. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? I just think that long distance relationships is really hard. They're really hard. And look, shout out to the people who do it. Shout out to the people to do it because I remember when I was younger, shout out to the party line, Philly Raven, Studio 54, and I didn't have no car and I couldn't drive, you know what I'm saying? And I lived in Delaware and I was talking to this girl on the phone on the party line. She lived in Philly. Okay, that's different, you know what I mean? I've held those for months. Saw the girl like twice a month, you know what I'm saying? Caught the train up to Philly. But now that I'm grown, I just opt not to have a long distance relationship because it's very complicated. And then also it's a trust thing. For me, it's a trust thing. It's hard for me to trust women because we lie. Women lie, men lie, but the numbers don't lie. That's my song. But you know what I mean? We lie. And when we lie, it's hard for you to trust somebody. It's hard for you to get, it's just hard. For me, it's hard to trust. And trust is like one of the hardest things for me to able to do. And once I do it and you damage it, you don't get it back. I'm suspecting you of doing. You could tell me, babe, I'm gonna call you back. I gotta take a shit, and in that 5 minutes, you may take a shit, but in my mind, I'm believing that you're fucking somebody because I know you lied to me before. Call it insecurities, call it what you want, but it's real shit. It's real shit. It's real shit. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. I can't do it. You know what I mean? And the people who do it, I want to know. You know what I'm saying? Y'all out there, you people who have experienced long distance relationships, I mean, living miles and miles away, East Coast, West Coast distance, how the hell do y'all do it? How the fuck do y'all do it? I want to know because I can't. And that may cause me to be weak or unstrong, but I just can't do it. But I definitely want to know what you guys think. Leave your comments, questions. You know, you also gonna reach me on here. All right. I'm just saying.